Screen is visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So this is our online portal, BMC Online Brihan Mumbai Corporation online portal. Welcome to all on that. And our today's chapter is substances in our surrounding. This is standard 6 and our topic is change of a state of a substance. Today we are learning how the substances are available in a different form, different states. So let's start. My name is Gitanjali Taide. I'm your science teacher. Substances in the surrounding, their states and property. Today we are going to see this only the states of the substances. So the objective of today's topics are, okay, let me just connect with this. Then it is okay. So change of a state of a substance, heat and change of a physical properties, the temperature, boiling point of a substance, and the sublimations. Okay, it is get hanged. So just recall, this is your previous knowledge. Substances are available in a three form: solid, liquid, and a gases. If we consider example of a water is available in all three states that are solid. When we say water is in a solid form, then that means we are talking about ice. When it is present in a liquid form, that means it is in a potable water or the tap water, drinking water. And when it is in a gaseous form, that means what? It is present in a vapor form. Okay. Any other substance can you tell which is present in at least two form, two state, two matters, state of a matter? Can you answer that? Like a water is available in all three state: solid, liquid, and gases. Can you give one more example? Example of that ki this yes, Muskan?
Teacher, ice.
Yeah, other example. Ice is a good, ice is right answer for the water. But other example? Yes, Neeraj is saying
Miss air.
air is this present in a solid state also? Air,
Juice.
juice, yes, juice. Other form of a juice is what?
Ice.
Ice. When we freeze that, juice is get converted into the ice. Very good try. Yes. And one any example? Yes, Pinakini, Pankini. Simran is raising hand. Yes,
Solid state, we in the solid state are given as a water bottle and some bags, and we can hold it on our hand. It's called it as solid.
Yes, very correct. A solid is what? We can hold it, that material in our hand, which is having a definite shape. Yes, Ritesh is raising hand. Yes, Ritesh. Ritesh, you can answer now.
Ice cream teacher.
Ice cream, yes, it is a what? Solid form of what? But ice cream, correct answer. Ice cream is a solid form of what?
Building. Teacher, building.
Building, is that available in a liquid form also?
Water.
Yes, water. But I asked ice cream. Ritesh has said ice cream is a solid form, but ice cream is a solid form of what?
Water.
Water. Ice cream is made from only water, or it is made from what?
Means the ice cream made from water and milk.
Yes, milk is the main ingredient of ice cream. So you say that ice cream, milk is a liquid state and ice cream is the solid state of same milk, isn't it? Okay. So most of the all the substances from our surrounding are present in all three state or three form. You know? Now you can name out few substances from your surrounding. Right now you are observing. So they are may present right now in a solid form or a liquid form, and after few time or giving a heat or something change, they get changed into their other form. For example, let's see, we learn in that section in this session. Okay, see this. So change of a substances in your textbook, one experiment is given. For that you need what? Wax. Everybody have you observed wax? No, wax candle, you know that candle are made from wax only. So wax, take a wax which at present when you hold the candle, that means that wax is available in a solid form and it get changed into the liquid form. Once we heat that, wax is turned into what? Liquid form on a heating bud, है ना? If you remember your birthday candle, when you light up, then it is after few time it get finished. That means, or you find out few wax is just dropping around that candle. That means on heating or on lighting the candle, wax it start melting, and after melting that, if you collected that melted wax and again you cool it down, then it again convert into the solid wax. Yes, no, means other example other than the water, milk, ice cream, it is a very common example, that is a wax. Take a wax or take a candle in a bowl, just heat it. After heating that solid candle get converted into the liquid one, and once you again cool down that liquid wax, that means if you kept in a water, cool water, or even in a fridge, then that liquid wax again turn into what? Solid wax. So substances are available in a solid, liquid and gaseous form. And here heat is playing very crucial role. Keep in mind, what is more important is that heat present in that substance is very, very important, because on heating, wax get converted into liquid form, solid to liquid form, है ना? So that means we are providing heat to the wax, and on cooling again that liquid wax turn into the solid form. That means on removing heat, है ना? First we provide heat, we heat it up. After heating that wax is get convert into liquid, and after removing heat means what we are doing? We cooling it. Cooling means for a while we are keeping in the fridge. Then that means we are removing the heat from that wax, and after removing the heat, again it turn into the solid form. So heat is a very important, crucial part in this state of a matters. Okay. Then change of a state of some substances. Example, see here, you can observe this diagram. So here is what? Candle is melting, you know, in a first diagram. See here, in the first diagram. See here, candle is melting. After lighting up, candle start melting. In a second diagram, what is there? What is this? Yes, Simran?
Chocolate.
Yes, very correct. Melted chocolate. But what it is? Melted chocolate. In daily life, we are having solid form of a chocolate. But once you heat that, you can try it out, or you may have tried it this one. No? You just keep that chocolate on any hot vessel, then it get what? Melted. So this melted chocolate, on heating, chocolate get melted. In the third diagram, what you are observing? This is what?
Coconut oil.
Very correct. This one is a coconut oil, but when you form found this form of a coconut oil. Now it is in a liquid form, isn't it? Nowadays it is present in a liquid form, but when it is available or form in this, yes, Tanisha. Tanisha.
Boiling water.
Third diagram I am asking. Yes, fourth one is correct answer. It is boiling water. But I am asking third diagram. This is a solid coconut oil. When it is available or when you find this is solid coconut oil? When it get turned into the solid? Have you seen solid coconut oil? Yes, Pathak.
Winter.
We have seen the coconut
winter
oil in
season.
solid state in the winter season.
Very good, very correct. And someone else has again answer. Yes, winter is the right answer. Means again the heat. You remember heat is a very important because in a winter temperature is lower down, and because of a lowering of temperature, this oil turn into what? Solid form, liquid coconut oil now turn into what? Solid form of a coconut oil. And the fourth diagram is, yes, it is a boiling water. Boiling water means what? Boiling means here again heat is providing to that water, and after providing heat, first the temperature gradually rise, it get hot, warm, then hot, and then it start boiling. Boiling means what? Boiling means what? The bubble is coming out. And you must have seen boiling tea, boiling water. When it is kept on a stove, gas stove, that means bubbles are coming out, and at the same time vapors are again coming out, and something gas fume is coming out from that water in the tea. That means this water is now converting into the gaseous form. That vapor means what? Gas only. Yes, no? So here in a boiling water, what is happening? Liquid water get changed into the gaseous form. In the first example, melting candle, what is the example of that? Solid get convert into the liquid. Solid candle now converting into the liquid candle on providing heat. Again on a melting chocolate, solid chocolate converted into the liquid chocolate, but on providing of heat, not itself only. Then freezing coconut oil, liquid coconut oil turn into the solid coconut oil. That means what? On a removing heat from coconut oil in a winter, actually heat is get removed from the coconut oil, and hence it get convert into what? Solid coconut oil. And boiling water, liquid water turn into the gaseous form or a water vapor form on a providing heat energy. Okay. Then these are the substances: spirit, camphor, petrol, ghee, coconut oil, naphthalene ball. These are the diagram of that. So these are the substances that are what? Ammonium. So see, all of you must seen these substances. Spirit, which is used in a lab. Then camphor, you know, we are just burning for our puja purpose. We are using that camphor, white chapte, just flat white balls are there that we are used in a puja purpose, and that camphor is there. Then petrol, you know, ghee, coconut oil, and naphthalene ball means which are kept just little bigger, means just like a toffee, bigger than that camphor ball. We are kept in a furniture, in a sometime in a cupboard or some shelf. We are using for that purpose to just remove the cockroaches and all things. So these are the naphthalene. They are called as a naphthalene ball. White color balls are there. So, and the ammonium chloride is called as a Navsagar. So these are what? These are the few examples from your textbook. Which one freeze in a winter? So out of this, which is going to freeze in a winter? Ghee and coconut oil is going to freeze in a winter because removing of heat from that. Which liquid have you seen change into the vapors? Which is going to turn into the vapor? First, liquid is going to turn into the vapor because there is a step. First solid turn into the liquid turn into the gaseous form. This in that order only substances are going to change. Then it is first it should be available in a solid form, then solid to get turned into the liquid, and liquid to into the gaseous form. Okay, so spirit and petrol, which is present in the liquid form, so they are going to turn into the gaseous form because they are now in a second phase of that. Which solid directly change into the gaseous state, but there are few exceptions. So some solids are directly changed into the gaseous form, that we will see in the next slide. So example, who are going to change directly into the gaseous form? Camphor and naphthalene ball, hai na? Have you seen that naphthalene ball are that kept in a cupboard or on in a shelf, bookshelf? Are they turned into the liquid? Have you find somewhere in liquid they just melted and get turn into the liquid form? No, it is not the case. They directly turn into the vapor form or the gaseous form. So we are using that once we kept in a shell, so automatically or after few days it get used up or turn into the gaseous form, and we find that there is a no naphthalene ball on that place, at that place. Okay, so camphor and a naphthalene ball, ammonium chloride, these three ingredients which are turned into the gaseous state directly from their solid state. Okay, but the rule is what? Solid, liquid and gaseous is the rule, but few exceptions: camphor, naphthalene ball and ammonium chloride, these three are the exception for that rule. But the thumb rule is solid, liquid, gaseous. In that manner only they are going to change. So what do we learn from this? The every substance found in our surrounding is in either the solid, liquid or a gaseous form. Okay, so this is the points. These are the points like what's solid, liquid and gaseous, that you must have done in your previous year. So example, a solid, what character they are having? Solid is having fixed shape and a fixed volume. Yes or no? Yes, no? So solid is having its own shape, but it is fixed, and the volume is again fixed. It is not going to change at all. If we are talking about our notebook, which is in a solid form, is it going to change their shape or a volume? No, it is not going to change, or it does not alter their shape or a volume. But in a liquid form, what is that? Shape is not fixed. That means liquid gain the shape of the container. Whatever container we are pouring that, the shape they are gaining from that container only. And the volume, yes, the volume is fixed. That means if we are transferring 1 liter of water from one container to the another container, it is remaining 1 liter only. It is not going to change. But what about the gaseous form? Gas means air form. It doesn't have any shape and a volume also. It is going to change. Means if the 1 liter air is there, it can fixed into the 2 liter container or in a half liter container also. Okay, and the shape, yes, it doesn't have any shape. It get again the shape like a liquid. In whatever container we are pouring or adding, it get that container shape. Okay, so this is the solid, liquid and the gaseous characteristics of that substances. So solid is having fixed shape and volume, liquid is having fixed volume, and gas doesn't have any fixed shape and a volume. So heat and the change of a physical state. See here, state of a water, a matter, solid. On heating it get converted into the liquid, and on heating it get converted into the cooling. So heat is what very important here. How heat is important? Solid, this one is the solid. On heating get converted into the liquid, on heating get converted into water vapor. So heat is important. Without providing heat, it is not going to change at all. And heat, not only the gas to heat, but the change in the temperature from our climatic surrounding, climatic temperature change also it is. For example, coconut oil, we are not providing any heat to that or removing heat properly, just like experimenting or just keeping in a freeze. But the climatic changes, that means in the winter the temperature is lower down, and because of that, that liquid coconut oil is turned into the solid. So the reverse action is taking place. See here, on cooling, if we cool water, if we cool water vapor, it turn into the liquid. See, it turn into the liquid, and on cooling liquid, it turn into the solid. That means the ice. So water vapor, we are drawing or removing the heat from water vapor means we are cooling the water vapors, it turn into the liquid form. You must have seen when the lid is kept on a vessel, utensil, on any vessel, if water is boiling and water vapor are coming out now, and you just keep the lid on that. So after cooling that, you will find what water droplets are just stuck to the that lower side of a lid. Yes, no, you must have seen in kitchen only, or if your mom is preparing a food, that time also you must have seen, if you just remove the lid of any utensil, then you will find many droplets are stuck to that lower side of a lid. That means what, the water vapors that food is just cooking, and after cooling down, that water vapor which are just rising, they get cooled down, and after cooling, how they are going to turn, vapors or gas is going to turn into the liquid form. So if it is a water, it is going to turn into the, if it is a water vapor, it is going to turn into the liquid form. And on more cooling, if we kept that water inside the fridge, then it is going to cool again and turn into the ice form. Okay. So change in the physical state of a substance is then the effect of amount of heat, and on gaining heat, the substance change from solid to liquid. So this is the theme of this chapter. So heat is the important one. Providing heat, it changes state, and removing heat, again, it means it is cooling down. It's again reverse this physical changes. Okay. So the temperature and the thermometer. So what is this? Temperature, you must have seen nowadays. Yes, no? Most of this temperature nowadays we are looking more. Which one nowadays you are looking? Yes, Pankini? Yes?
Miss, we are seeing we are seeing this one.
This
Yes,
one?
this one.
Yeah, hai na? Nowadays you are seeing this
Yes.
thermometer. Very correct observation. Very
It
good.
can
You.
help to identify our body temperature from our social distance.
Yes, for the social distancing purpose, this temperature nowadays we are seeing everywhere. See, so you need very good observation. Once you have good observation, then the science is very easy, very easy. See, nowadays people are using this thermometer to check our body temperature. Why we are using this thermometer? To check body temperature. Why we need to check our body temperature? Yes, anybody? Karthik? Yes, now Karthik will answer. Yes, Karthik? Okay, Simran, you want to answer?
The thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the substance.
Yes, temperature of the substance, yes. But nowadays we are seeing this thermometer, L-shaped thermometer, which I marked with the red pen. Nowadays we are seeing this thermometer everywhere. Why? I won't answer why. Why they are checking our body temperature? Yes, it is very correct. Thermometer is used to check body temperature or the temperature of substance. Yes. Huh?
Because it did not go in our body anywhere, and it measure the temperature of the body very easily.
Yes. But why we need to check our temperature nowadays? In last year, we are going to, the people are checking our body temperature.
No,
No, yes, only this year it is happening. So why?
because to maintain social distancing.
Yes, very correct. To maintain social distancing. Pankini, you want to say something else from this?
Teacher,
Hmm.
ये देखो ये कपड़ा देखो, इसको क्या करना है, आपके नाम का फिटिंग करना है.
We are using this body temperature machine for checking our body temperature. But we have fever or we have low oxygen, means we can't. We have a corona. Means they have said you got the test. Then we will decide you have corona or not.
Not.
With this
Yes.
machine. With this machine, we can maintain our social distance, and it was very helpful to maintain social distance
Very
because
correct.
it is Mayday.
Yes, yes, very correct. So, Pankani, why we are going to this testing? Because corona problem. Yes, no. Nowadays, corona is there, and the one of the most important symptom of corona disease is the having a high fever. Acute fever is the major symptoms. If we are having that type of a temperature, that means more than that we will see more than our normal body temperature, means there are chances that we are suffering from what? Corona disease. So they can ask us to go back home, take a rest, or go for a test for that purpose. And again, we are maintaining the social distancing. So they are first for the monitoring this thing, or to get whether the person is affected or not. So the first symptom is the having acute fever. So they are monitoring our body temperature. If we are having, then there are chances, not perfectly. Not, it is not get means concluded that you are suffering from a corona only, but you may, if your body temperature is high from a normal body temperature, then that means you may suffer from that corona disease. So they are just doing the scanning. So nowadays we are seeing this is called as a digital thermometer. From that, just rays, they are just following that rays, red color light on our any body part, basically on a head or on our hand, so they can identify our body temperature. And this one is you can see in a clinic, doctor are checking our body temperature through such a type of a digital thermometer. But nowadays this L shape is a very famous, and this is a very common to find out this thing, temperature of any substances. Again, you can find out a temperature, because in a lab or in a company factory, they need to maintain the temperature of that object, subject, or that material to get a desirable product. So they again require a proper particular type of a thermometer. So on this, these are the digital one, this two, and this lower one, horizontal one, is what? This is the this one is not digital, it is the common thermometer. Okay, so and thermometer is using for what? For the purpose of measuring the temperature of a body, and again our this thing subject temperature, any object matter temperature. The unit of thermometer is measured mostly in a degree Celsius. See how there we are measuring degree Celsius. Several types of a thermometer are present. So see here, this is one type of a thermometer which is very common, but you can find here how, see here they are providing Fahrenheit and what? Celsius. So two scale are there. Always remember, the thermometer consists of a three main part. Which are they? This is the first part. This one is this is called as a bulb. This is first part. This is first bulb, which is called as a bulb. This one is bulb.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, I don't understood substance.
Substance means any if we are means if your mummy is preparing a food or a cake or something else, that time the temperature we need to measure. Or if the particular substance or particular product is going to made, so for that particular temperature is required. For say example, if we are preparing this thing, ice cream, substance means any object or any material we are going to prepare. For example, now we are talking about the food material. Then if we are preparing the ice cream, For ice cream, we need to, how much temperature we need? Below 0 degree. So below, how you will calculate that below 0 degree? You need to adjust your freezer according to that. So you need to adjust below 0 degree. Below that, your freezer temperature is a below minus degree. So for preparing ice cream, you need to freeze much more. So you need to adjust that temperature. And to calculate such a temperature, you need a thermometer. But nowadays in a freezer, it is given. So you can just turn that knob, but for a particular this thing, you need to calculate the temperature of that substance, whatever substance is that. For food, you their ingredients are there, but in a company on a large scale, they are using any material. If they are preparing plastic material or something else, to that they need to check the temperature of that chemical substances. Okay, get it clear? Substance means any material we are using to get our desired product. Okay, so this is the bulb in that thermometer. Thermometer is having 3 parts. First one is a bulb. Bulb is that circular part below that scale. And second one is means this tube that is called as a capillary tube. And the scale means what? Scale is, this is measuring number. These measuring numbers are called as a scale. You can find here the scale is present in the 2 form. One is a Fahrenheit. F is indicating Fahrenheit, and C is indicating what? Celsius. So it is present in a Fahrenheit and a Celsius. So this red color you observe is a mercury present in the thermometer, and that mercury mostly present in this bulb. And when the temperature, according to temperature, because this mercury is very sensitive to the temperature, after the fluctuation in a temperature, the mercury is showing that particular temperature, and we can read from this measuring scale. And we say either it is in a Fahrenheit form or in a Celsius form. When the person we are talking now, he is having a fever of 100, more than 100. But most of the time, people are never saying 100 Celsius or a Fahrenheit. But whenever people talked about 100, more than 100 fever, that means they are talking about the scale is Fahrenheit. Because in a Celsius, our approximate body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So if a person is having 100 degree fever, that means they are talking about the Fahrenheit. Keep in mind, more than 100, 104, fever was 104, but it is not a Celsius, it was Fahrenheit. And when it is a Celsius, then it is mostly 38 degrees Celsius or 38.5 degrees Celsius is the temperature of in a fever. And our normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So there are 2 scale. One is a Fahrenheit and other is what? Celsius. Okay. And it is having, thermometer is having 3 parts. One is a bulb, measuring scale, and the capillary tube. In capillary tube, this mercury is rising according to the temperature rise or a fall, and we are reading according that. So where is this line? If this line is at what? So we are reading according to that. And we are saying, okay, in Fahrenheit, temperature is this much, and in a Celsius, that temperature is this much. So in Celsius scale, if we consider, then it is more than 40, in below 45. And if it is, if we consider for a Fahrenheit, then it is something around more than 100. Okay, are you able to see this? In Celsius, it is just near to 45 degrees Celsius, and for a Fahrenheit, it is above 100 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so 2 scale are there. And for a digital thermometer also, it is available in a 2 scale, Fahrenheit and a Celsius. But mostly we are using Celsius scale. But few thermometers are present in a Fahrenheit also. So this is our normal temperature for a daily object or subject. So boiling water 100 degree, freezing water 0 degree, air 15 degree, air in a summer 35 degree, inside fridge 5 degree, inside freezer minus 18 degree. And see the body temperature, human body temperature is approximately 37 degree. This is the temperature range. So what is boiling? Now this is temperature. Now how the water is boiled, we see boiling means what? On providing heat to the water, water first the increase in a temperature. At the normal room temperature, water temperature may be 15 degrees Celsius, and when we provide heat or kept on a gas stove, the temperature start rising. Rising means it is not immediately is it going to rise. That means if it is normal temperature is 15 and immediately touch to the 100 degrees Celsius, no, it is not the case. What is going to happen? It is gradually increase. Temperature is gradually increasing. Gradually increasing means what? How it is going to? What is going to happen? Means 15, then 20, 30, 50, and then slowly 60, 80, and it's reached to the 100 degree Celsius. Okay, then what is this? So the temperature at which water get, and to what we are saying it is a boiling point, the temperature at which, see here, at which water get converted into steam. It is very important. Which point we consider as a boiling point of any liquid or any substance, temperature at which that substance, here we are considering water, is going to convert into the steam. Steam means gaseous form. That means now this liquid substance is changing their state of matter and change into the gaseous form. That means in a steam form or a vapor form, and that point of temperature is known as a boiling point or a ebullition. Okay, so temperature at which water convert into steam is known as the boiling point of the water. And what is that temperature? That temperature is what? At 100 degree Celsius, water is going to change into what? Gaseous form. 100 degree Celsius. Okay. So when water vapors cool down, just as I told you, when water vapor means if you remove the lid from a water or a tea vessel, so that time you will find a water droplet attached to the lower side of the lid. So that means when water vapor cools, they again get converted into the water. That process is known as what? Condensation. That process is known as condensation. Condensation means what? Converting vapor into the water. Reverse. See here. Liquid on heating change to the gas. Heat is important. Here heat is important. Liquid, we are providing heat to the liquid, it changes to the gas. And when we remove the heat, that means we are cooling down that. On cooling means we are removing the heat. है ना? Liquid form, water at the room temperature maybe 15 degrees Celsius. That was what? How many? 15 degrees Celsius temperature. We provide heat, it start boiling. At what degree Celsius it is going to boil? At 100 degrees Celsius it start boiling, it convert into gas, and after that we are removing the heat. Removing means we are cooling down, then again gradually temperature is decreasing. It is a gradual change, not immediate. Once we switch off the gas stove and it will immediately drop down 15 degrees. No, it is not happening. It is gradually drop down of temperature, then it's get. That means we are removing the heat and then gas or the water vapor convert into the what? Liquid form. So boiling means what? Liquid convert into the vapor form or a gaseous form is called as a boiling point of that liquid. So boiling point and condensation are both the process. Condensation means cooling down, boiling means heating up. So what is freezing now? So freezing means again what is happening? The reverse process is happening. Reverse means liquid on cooling change into the solid form, and solid on heating get changed into the liquid form. Freezing means freeze, we are freezing, again lowering down. So here now liquid is going to change in solid form. So when water is cooled, it becomes cooler and cooler. Again here the change is gradual change, not immediate change. Means when you keep ice water in a freezer, it is not going immediately change into the ice cube. It takes time. That means the gradual decrease of a temperature of a water and ultimately turn into the what? ice cube or a ice. So what is that freezing temperature of water is 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degrees Celsius, water is changed into the solid, means liquid water change into the solid form. And temperature is important again. You have to learn that this is the 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degrees Celsius, water freeze into the ice. And same again on providing heat, it is what happening when ice is heated, it start melting. And that melting point is again what? How much? 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so freezing and melting point, same for the water is 0 degrees Celsius. Boiling and condensation temperature is same, it is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, is it okay? Are you understanding? No? Have any doubt? Ask me now only. Is there any doubt?
No, teacher.
Okay, very good, very fine. Children are very clever, no? So each substance has its specific. Now we just take example of a water, but same thing is applied to the all substance. So each substance has a specific boiling point, which is same as the condensation. This is very important one. Each substance boiling point and condensation temperature is the same one. See, boiling point same as the condensation. Means if we are saying that substance is boiled at suppose 300 degrees Celsius and ask the what is the condensation temperature of that substance, it is the same, it is a 300 only. If it boils at 300 degrees Celsius, that means it's cooled down also at a 300 degrees Celsius only. Okay, so boiling point and boiling temperature and the condensation temperature is the same one. Same the melting and the freezing point. Melting point and the freezing point of the temperature of the substance is the same. If that particular object or subject is going to freeze at a 500 degrees Celsius, then its freezing point is 500 and melting point is also 500 degrees Celsius. Okay, so and the cycle is what? Gas, liquid, solid. So on solid, on heating, solid get convert into the liquid, and on more heating, liquid get convert into the gaseous form. Heat is important, providing heat. Here we are what? Giving heat, providing heat. On heating, solid change into the liquid, liquid change into the gases. If heat is not provided, if there is a no fluctuation or alteration of a temperature, that means there is a no change of a matter of that substance. That substance is not going to change anymore if there is a no change in the temperature. Okay, the same example of a coconut oil, temperature itself getting changed from 15 to less than 15 degree or from 20 to 12 degrees Celsius. So the coconut oil get freezed. So temperature is important. Again, same reverse cycle is there. Gaseous on condensation, that means removing heat, it turn into the liquid, and on more cooling, it turn into the solid. That means when we freeze that. Okay, so temperature important, providing heat, solid, liquid, gas, removing heat, reverse cycle, gas, liquid, and solid is there. So sublimation. So in first slide, we see in this example, camphor, naphthalene ball, ammonium chloride. So these are the exception case. That means they are the change of a solid substance directly into the vapor form. What just now we seen that key substance are first solid substance, just change into first in a liquid, then in a gaseous form. But these are the exception cases in that solid substance are directly changed into the gaseous form without changing. That means they're skipping which state they're skipping? Which state they're skipping these substances? Which stage they are skipping?
Solid.
They are solid. Camphor is present in the solid form. Now it is get turned. I'm not getting. Trisha? हाँ त्रिशा बोलो.
Yes, teacher.
You raise your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, answer this question then. Which state they are skipping this solid? They are get convert into the directly into the gas.
Miss,
Huh?
we are skipping the liquid state.
Yes, these substances are skipping their liquid state. Very good. So, because what is the rule? Solid, liquid, and gaseous. Rule is what? Solid get converted into the first liquid, and then second in on more heating they turn into the gaseous form. But for this example, which are the example? Iodine, camphor, naphthalene ball, ammonium chloride. For these example, they are directly turned into the gaseous form, solid to gaseous form. So that means they are skipping their liquid stage. This matter keeping their liquid stage. Okay, and that process is called as a sublimation. Process is known as what? Sublimation. Keep in mind. And examples are very important. Iodine crystal. These first one is the iodine crystal. Second one is the camphor ball. And third one is ammonium chloride. And naphthalene ball is also there. In first slide, I shown that. You know? So these four are the example which are directly turned into the gaseous form. So this process of changing solid substance into the vapor form are known as a sublimation. Example, iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride, and naphthalene ball also. Okay. So what is the uses of all these changes? Why we are studying these? What is the application base? You know? Because you should ask yourself why we are studying. So there is a large scale of application. So what are the uses? See here uses. Paraffin wax is melted and candle are made. Yes, because of that solid and liquid stage, we can make a different shape, beautiful candles, different shape and size, color of candles we can make. So we can made a paraffin wax melted and candles are made. Dry ice is used in a ice cream preparation. Dry ice, if you find any ice cream wala, so he doesn't have that one ice cream cube. He has that dry ice. Whatever ice cube he is having, that is the dry ice. So that dry ice we can make. From that, it is not going to turn very easily into the liquid form. So that one is a dry ice, which is made from a carbon dioxide. Liquid nitrogen is a use in animal husbandry. So the liquid form of a nitrogen gas, it get compressed at a very lower temperature and used as a nitrogen preservator. So liquid nitrogen is used in an animal husbandry to preserve a micro or a organism or a cell or the egg of that animals. So glass is made from a molten silica. For preparation of a this one glass, the silica or the this sand is melted, and that from that melted sand we can make a glass article, different handmade crafted glass, which is a very costly one. So that can made from a melted silica. Ornaments are made by the melting gold and silver. Yes, gold and silver are made because of this melting point of this gold and silver. We can get beautiful ornaments. So tools are made from molten iron. Many things are nowadays are made from the iron. You know? Many things we are having, many tools, screwdriver, and many things are there. Utensils are there, pan, vessels are there, which are made from the molten iron. So many applications are there, but these are the few one. You just have to learn these things. This is the application. Then points to be remembered. Which are the points? These are the points. When a substance change from one state to another, the process is called change of a state of a substance. Change of a state of a substance means it is changed from one form to the others. Solid to liquid, liquid to gaseous, any form. Every substance found in our surrounding is either in a solid, liquid, or a gaseous. If we heat or cool this substance, the state get changes. Heat is important one. In the 19th century, scientist Willard Gibbs showed this one. Who is the scientist? Willard Gibbs, who is proved this change of a state of a substance. Changes in the physical state of a substance is an effect of amount of heat in it. Yes. So heat is a crucial one. Key role is here heat. Any physical changes of a substance is there. That means heat amount of heat. Maybe we provide more heat, or may we remove the heat from that substance. That means we are cooling that, and then the change of a substances is happening. So this is the important one. Okay, so this is end of this our first one. First topic, that is change of a substance. In next topic we will see this one. So what we will see, properties of a substance and properties of a metal, we will see in the next chapter. Just so read this chapter, go through that, derive your doubt and ask me tomorrow. Okay, is there any doubt from this topic now? It is very simple. Heat is important, change of a substance, solid, liquid, gaseous, and few exceptional case, that is camphor, naphthalene ball, iodine, and this one ammonium chloride. Yes, I'm not. नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है. Yes.
No, teacher, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay, but you have to remove, you just read the textbook lesson number 5 and read it out and ask me tomorrow. Okay, read whole lesson. If you have more doubts from next topic also, properties of substance, go through that and ask me tomorrow. Okay, so now I am stopping here. Bye everyone, stay safe. Okay. Do share and subscribe our channel.